Did it get dark in here? Oh, it's just my eyes. Okay, go ahead. It really, all of a sudden, it got really cloudy. Oh God, I'm gonna see Little Richard, aren't I?
You're getting close to the light.
Seriously.
Run.
Okay, let's start the episode. Welcome back to The Pit Stop, the only official recap show for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. I am your host, Bianca Del Rio, and today we are joined by a talk show host, a brown cow stunning queen, and of course, Cheryl Canning's biggest fan. Please welcome Miss Mo Hart!
Hi. I'm never gonna live that down. Cheryl Canning, she looked great.
It's Carol Channing.
It's Cheryl Canning. That's her name.
No, you are not.
I really couldn't think of her name now.
It's all right, Carol Channing. It sounds a lot like it.
Yeah.
And you've got to be of a certain age to know who Carol Channing is.
Yeah.
You know, we went to school together.
Really?
Yes, we did.
Wow.
And did you know, fun fact, that Carol Channing was the first person to do the Super Bowl halftime show?
I thought it was Michael Jackson.
No. We're going earlier. You didn't think you were going to learn something today, did you, Mo?
I need to Google it.
Can somebody Google it? So you've been well?
Yeah.
And I hear that you're actually coming for Kim Chi's gig with the makeup line. It's doing well.
Yeah. We started Mo Beauty in 2002. No, sorry.
2002. 2002.
We started in 2020.
2020,
Coming
yes.
out of the pandemic.
Oh, wait,
And
let's take
now-
a moment for the pandemic.
Okay, we made it.
We did. We
Praise
did make
God.
it. Yeah.
It was bad.
It was.
But, ooh, Jesus. Why you do that?
Why do I do what?
Take me all the way back, bitch.
I would love to say something wonderful about your cosmetics, but I did not get a gift bag today.
You didn't. You know why? Because the last time I did a gift bag, they didn't put it in the episode, and I felt like it was a waste, and I also felt like that bitch just gave it away. But I will.
You should have brought me a bag, because listen.
I will send you one.
Ask anyone. Anytime I'm given a bag, I don't turn it down.
Okay.
Catch me in a stall, bitch.
you
How about
make
that?
it? How
Catch
did
me
you
in a
make it?
stall. Catch me in a stall.
What? Is that how you're so thin?
No, you know what? There was a time when I was younger I would do drugs. I don't do it anymore. But I mean, there was a time. It was fun back then before
I
social
thought
media.
you were on it, because you went from being wide to like super small.
I went to be wide.
You were thicker.
What world was I wide in?
You were wide.
All right, well, if you're gonna be nasty calling me
No, I'm-
wide.
Wider.
Oh, well, you
Just
know
the
what?
herb.
I did not expect this abuse. I only expected a gift bag, and this is the.
I will be mailing it to you. Send me
This
your
is
address.
nasty.
Actually, you know why I didn't send it? Because you never invited me over when we were living in Palm Springs together.
When were you there?
I was there from 20...
Oh, the year I was wide?
Actually, no, because when we saw each other in Palm Springs at the Jackie B, shout out to Jackie B.
Oh, wait, Jackie B. Oh, yeah. What?
You were like skinny legend.
And what am I now?
Skinnier legend.
I am perplexed by all. I would like you to find the footage when I had a wide back.
Not a wide back, just... Maybe you know what? TV does add 10 pounds on you, and then when we met in person, I was like, I hugged you, and I was like, damn, she's
I am.
small.
Well, it's funny how TV does make people look a certain size. There's certain people that you're like, oh, okay, they look tall. I'm not tall. I'm actually one of the
No.
shorter ones
Yeah.
out of everybody. Like, you don't realize how tall Brooklyn Heights is. You know, when
Giant.
you get around her, you're like, oh my God, she's
Yeah.
really, really tall.
Yeah.
You know, and then sometimes when you get around other people, you're like, oh my God, they're not that talented.
Yeah. Accurate.
Now, I hear something else about you, Mo.
Yeah.
Aside that you call me a big back bitch.
Not a
I
big
have
bitch, just
heard
her.
that you also love My Strange Addiction, which is something that I
Ooh.
thoroughly enjoy.
It's good.
Favorite episode. Or favorite scenario, not necessarily episode.
There's a girl who likes to vab.
Oh, you want to explain this
Vabbing-
to our
vabbing
viewers?
is where you, for ladies, they hit the ooh,
Uh-huh.
and the secretions
Uh-huh.
of the ooh.
Oh, I
she
thought-
puts it in a little bottle.
Okay, the ooh juice.
Yeah, the ooh juice.
Okay.
And then, periodically throughout the day, she'll,
No, use as cologne.
yeah.
Okay, I was unsure of what it was, because when you said the girl with the secretions sound like a girl group. You know, like, oh, remember when Beyonce was with the secretions? Yeah, like back in the day.
Michelle Visage was the lead singer.
Michelle Visage was the lead singer.
Secretions!
Yes, okay, all right, I gotta say this. I think I've said it here before. There was one that I really loved, which was the girl that was eating her husband out the urn.
Yes.
That was a good one. The drywall was a good one. But the one that really took the cake for me was the woman who would clean her cat. And I don't mean like her actual pet cat,
Yeah.
four-legged cat. That she would lick the cat and enjoy the hair
Yeah.
of the cat.
Gross. Gross. Yeah, I fell in love with it when the man was like, he was in love with his like red Corvette or something like that. That took me out. And then they did like a follow-up, Where Are They Now?
Yeah.
And he was, devastated because the car died.
How does a car die?
It just don't turn on anymore.
That's sad when you the car and you can't turn it on.
Yeah, he would get in and would go, I love to feel her leather seats.
Her Corinthian leather.
It was crazy.
It's one thing to have that fetish, but then to go on TV and discuss it, like
some people just need to bring back secrets.
that would help. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Secrets are important. Literally, that's important. See, I had no idea I was walking around with a big old wide ass back, but
No, it was just the TV.
It's fine.
It was just the TV.
Oh, the TV made my back look big.
No, yeah. Here you go. You in that confessional with that blue navy shirt
Okay.
on.
Well, thank you so much, Little Richard. Let's continue. All right, back to the plot. Mo, tell me right now, who are you rooting for out of our top 4? We got Mikey, we've got Nene, we got Juicy, and we got Darlene Mitchell.
Okay, I love Juicy and the one who I feel like looks like a skinny Roseanne.
Oh, so that's Mikey.
Mikey.
Oh, Mikey. Okay, so
Mikey.
Mikey's your front runner. Well, it's been an interesting season because we just left the last episode where we lost Jane Don't, and a lot of people thought Jane was gonna win. Well, mainly Jane thought she was gonna win.
When you do well like that, you might make it back to All Stars to kind of boom, or you can have that what's that character arc where it's like, you should have won.
Well, let me say this. I'm glad you brought this up because I feel this way ever since in earlier seasons, is that sometimes it's best if you don't win because you've done well in the competition and everybody you meet, it's like, I was rooting for you. I voted for you. I wanted you to win. You were my cheerleader. And that's kind of better than somebody going, well, we knew it was going to be that.
Here you go. I will say, remembering what Alyssa Edwards said to me and Asia O'Hara season 10, she pulled us to the side because she was like a dance instructor for one of the challenges. And she said, don't try to win the show, win America.
But what's most shocking about that little piece of advice that Alyssa gave you is that it was actually a complete sentence. Which is very rare for her.
The accuracy.
So true.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into the episode. It's a new day in the workroom when Ru shows up to announce this week's Maxi Challenge. They're working in pairs to host Good Morning Bitches. Now, Mo, you are a host and you hosted the walk-in for Amazon Music.
5 seasons.
Who was your favorite guest?
Oh, so many.
Pick
But
any.
let's start with Dolly.
Hello.
Oh my God.
Wait, when I saw you with Dolly, I was so jealous.
That was,
because
oh my God, a moment.
Dolly is that mythical creature,
Yeah. Yeah.
that you never think you're gonna be. There's certain celebrities that
Yeah.
you're like, I'm never gonna be anywhere near that
Yeah.
person. So what was it like being that close
It
to
was
Dolly?
very surreal because, I remember watching her on what's that show? Dun, 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 whatever that movie is that she's
9
in.
to 5.
That one, thank you. And look, I'm gay, but not like gay. Anyway, she was just amazing. She had a bunch of fabulous things. Her feet are so small.
How wide was her back?
Tiny. Her rack was huge.
Yeah. Now, in your opinion, what is the key to giving a good interview?
I think having the ability to put them at ease.
Sure.
And just letting them know that you're there with them, and through all of the facade, their fame and all of that, just to be able to connect with them.
To be a real person. Yeah. Now, the queens have to pick a partner for this one. Who would you have paired up with?
If I had to pick someone, I would pick Mikey.
Mikey would have been your choice.
Yes.
Now, if Mikey is going to give the hard-hitting news, let's say Dateline, serious news, you would have been the fun one on the side?
Who was the lady that interviewed Diane Sawyer? She was kind of like...
Who was the lady that interviewed Diane Sawyer?
I was gonna say, who is the lady that interviewed Whitney, but that's
Diane
Sawyer.
Yes, we didn't have to Google that.
Yeah. But
Yes.
she's serious, but she's still kind of like, I don't know. In that interview, she was
That
hysterical.
interview, I just love Whitney. Crack is whack.
When she said,
it was good.
Receipts, I said, what drug dealer is giving receipts?
Well, it's a tax write-off. Anyway, all right, well, the queens have picked their co-hosts, and it's Mikey and Darlene working together, which means it's Nene and Juicy, who will also be paired up. What do you think of these pairings?
I thought that Mikey and Nene would have picked each other.
Really?
But I'm interested to see what Juicy and Nene kind of gave.
Now it's time for Ru, looking like Emily in Paris, to sit down one-on-one with the Final Four, and we have to talk about these paintings. This is new, so it's like a tic-tac moment amongst a painting session. Yeah, what did you think of Ru's artwork?
Interesting.
Unbelievable.
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 Astonished. The one that he did of
Mikey?
Mikey. Why does she look like a Monica Lewinsky?
Mel, do you remember actually having a moment where you sat down with Ru during your season? Because it wasn't a Tic Tac lunch. It was
No, it was like a podcast.
a podcast. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because the format shifted.
The format shifted. It was interesting.
You wanted to eat the Tic Tacs.
I wanted to eat the Tic Tacs.
I get it. You're not supposed to eat.
I know.
Drag queens are not supposed to be eaten, or you get a big back.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Hey, big backs need love too.
They do.
They
do.
do.
Yeah, when we did it on season 6, it was with Ru in drag with actual Tic Tacs in front. I mean, it was a completely different moment for me. And being that close with Ru, I mean, she looked fabulous. She looked fabulous. I mean, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, I can look at all of this. And it was quite exciting at that moment. You know, it's one of those little, whoop, we were there. So Mal, let me ask you this. Did anything that came up during these painting sessions surprise you?
I liked when Darlene talked about her sobriety.
Ah, yes.
I really did. I think it is very courageous and beautiful just to know where you are.
Yeah.
And to see when I think it was powerful when she said like her partner was worth it for her to get her life together. And I think sometimes when you can't see the love in yourself that's needed, maybe you have someone there and you go, if I can't fight for me, I can at least fight for us. And I think that was really beautiful.
I gotta
and
tell
9
you,
years in gay time.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And I gotta say, it tugged at my little cold heart. I thought, wow. And then I looked at myself in the mirror and I had to be honest with myself and said, girl, let's go get a drink.
Yeah.
Because I gotta drink. I gotta drink and drag go together.
Yeah.
You know, if I had to give up driving while drinking, I got to keep my drag.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be insensitive to Darlene. I just can't take all this seriousness, Mo. Okay?
Yeah.
Because this mascara is not waterproof. I'm sure your company has some, but
We're
I didn't
coming
get
out
it
with one.
in my gift bag.
You'll get a box.
All right, moving on. It's time for Good Morning Bitches. And first up, it's Juicy and Nene. This is a rough start, Mo. This is a rough start between these two. What are you thinking? I know what I'm thinking. Nene, I hate that wig. What about the rest of it? I didn't like the wig the first time.
It was bad.
Don't like it.
The little pink things right here in the lashes were also very distracting.
Do you think that this little bit is working?
No. It's a hard chop.
Now, wait. Are we still talking about the morning show or you're talking about me?
The morning show.
Okay, the morning show. Just checking. Just checking.
I think one thing, even if you're not, a host of a show, I think in being a part of a show, a drag show, all right, ladies and gentlemen, and those who do not conform, you have to know how to flow with the crowd, and you can feel like, even if you're backstage, you're like, girl, shut up, like, let's go, let's get on with it.
I know, and since you brought up Morgan McMichaels, let me say
Get out!
It's important to also, like, when you're talking with the audience, is feel the vibe of the audience that's there. But yeah, it just didn't seem...
Their banter with one another. I felt like both of them felt like they were winning when they could have been like, girl, this is not winning. And like somebody coming with the joke, somebody say something to break the drag along. It was just like, this is horrible. No shade.
No, there is no shade in that statement.
It was
when you
bad.
say this is horrible, there is no shade implied at all. Now it's time for them to sit down and interview Zayn Phillips. How would you interview Zayn?
I think you start with something warm to kind of, break the ice.
Like your vagina?
Yeah, okay. And I think for me, someone who is unfamiliar, I think maybe asking a question of their latest project or something that
like something nonchalant, like, why were you born, Zayn? Too hard-hitting? Too hard-hitting. Now, I'm curious, like, what would you say in this situation? Because first of all, you're already on a sinking ship and you don't know what to do. So this interview could turn things around.
It could. I don't know. From a sinking ship, I'll never let go, Chad.
Well, as a host, was there any tips that you could give them in that moment?
Don't go automatically sexual. Like, it just kind of dulls the food or dulls the experience.
Yeah.
It's the low-hanging fruit. And you're like, okay, you said one, give me something else.
Right.
And it's easy to go there.
Sure.
But you're just like,
So basically, you're disagreeing with any choice that Juicy made after that, when she puts her head in between his legs and all that.
That
and
was
like,
a bit. I mean, here you go.
Okay.
I mean, if you like the vanilla and you want to go for it and you want to put your leg, that might be the closest she might ever be to that man.
Well,
you know.
I mean,
and also, you have been sequestered for a long time.
So she's hot.
So she's in heat. And maybe she just wanted to be around, a package.
Okay. Next, it's Mikey Meeks and Darlene Mitchell with the 9th hour of Good Morning Bitches. How did you feel about the pairing here?
This was TV gold.
Night and day. Night and day. Yeah.
TV gold. Mikey owned it.
Owned it.
Oh, like, bitch, this is your show.
I mean, first of all, Mikey is giving me Delta Burke morning news approach.
Yeah.
And also what I loved about Mikey is Mikey's use of the camera. There was moments when they were together and they're talking in a 2-shot and then would look at the other camera and do this and kind of was letting the audience know, I'm in charge.
That
and
part.
this bitch is here.
Yeah.
But yet she's holding her own on the other side, being light and fun, which I thought was a really, really great pairing. Two people that knew their place in what they were doing.
Mikey, must have done something in that world before in production because she just knew where to go.
Yeah.
Mikey owned it.
She was in it.
She was in it.
She was in
the
it.
jokes were there. You felt like this is a queer drag morning show.
Yes.
I would watch.
Would you tune into it? You would tune
I
into
would
one?
tune in.
Now, let me ask you this question. Does Sally sell seashells bull? Sally, can you say it?
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
How many seashells did Sally sell?
Oh, I didn't know that was the rest of it.
I didn't either. I was just making it up.
All
Roll with me,
right,
bitch. Roll with me.
see?
Come on, let's do it. Okay,
Roll
let's do
it.
it. Let's go. Yeah, Tina Turner. Proud
She's
Mary.
with the Lord.
Yeah, she is. You don't want to Google that one. I'll take black trivia for 1,000, Alex. Yes, Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Yes, Tina Turner. Yes, love
Okay.
Tina Turner. Okay, let's
Sally
Go ahead.
Sally sells
Back it up. You got it.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
How many seashells did Sally sell?
25.
Good job. Sally has got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Listen, now, I don't think I've ever been at a seashore and bought a seashell.
Never.
I've never bothered.
But they do sell them.
Well,
They do.
Well, we've talked about this before. You know the expression, people say it's selling like hotcakes. When was the last time you bought a hotcake? If someone came up to you and said, hey,
Well,
girl,
no, I was thinking about
got a
it
bag of
because I did used to
hotcakes.
work at the pancake house.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my God, tell me more.
Yeah, girl, that's what.
Tell me more.
The best shifts were like the what is it called? Overnight, late night, whatever, midnight shift
Yeah,
when
yeah.
the people come in from the club.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. When there's always a fight breaking out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And now it wasn't the Waffle House.
Okay, but it's closed.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. In that vein, I mean, you're not going out for fine dining at 4
No,
in the
I'm just
morning.
saying Waffle House, like you might get beat up.
Me?
Just anybody.
Oh.
The staff, they just they rumble.
And you'd think people could actually hold up in a fight because the floor is always sticky.
Yeah.
But not the case. Not the case. All seriousness though, Mo, I gotta say that Mikey is in the moment, but I'm curious, I was kind of confused about this whole thing when we're talking about Zayn and he was saying the story. I don't remember kissing Matt Bomer. It was very confusing to me. Did you understand?
I was just confused on like, who is this? Like
Who is Zayn?
Nathan Lake.
Nathan Lake.
Yeah.
Who is Nathan Lake?
The guy he allegedly kissed.
Matt Bomer.
I don't know, one of them.
Nathan Lake.
Aren't they like all white, something like that?
There's Ricky Lake, and then there's Nathan Lane. Sure.
Cheryl Canning.
Okay, sure. Back to that.
Nathan Lane.
Nathan Lane.
Who
Yeah,
is
there
he
is
again?
Nathan Lane. Nathan Lane is an actor. He was in The Birdcage. Nathan
Which
Lane.
one is that?
That's,
Was he the Latin guy?
No, he was not. No, that was
He was
Hank
the guy
Azaria.
that
No, he was the little gay one that ran the club. Starina.
Her.
Yes.
Wait, so she kissed him?
Moving on. Okay. I don't. Okay, so here we go. Zayn then gets put in drag. What'd you think of that look?
He looked.
Drag is for everyone. How dare you laugh?
But the stage is not.
No, that I agree with.
He looked like one of the gays that would be like at a Palm Springs party, you know, with the old daddies and like, it's your birthday, I'm in drag, woo, 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 type of thing. That's what it was giving.
You just described my life.
Oh, well, you know, art is very close to real life or something like that. Isn't it a phrase?
Something.
Yeah. Art models real life.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they say?
Sure,
yeah.
that's what they say. I gotta ask you, who stood out for you out of everybody? Not necessarily as a group, but just in general. Who stood out?
Mikey.
Pick one. Mikey!
I'm gonna say Mikey.
Interesting.
She ate.
Mikey was on it. I have to agree with you on
She
that.
ate.
I don't agree with you on much, but Mikey
Yeah.
was definitely the one. Now back on the main stage, Rue is joined by Michelle Visage, Ross Matthews, and the incredible Tiana Taylor. She looked gorgeous. Gorgeous. Category is Drag Excellence. First up is Juicy Love Dion.
Juicy looks gorge.
Gold Fantasy.
I walk into the room tripping. It's a little large.
Ooh.
It's a little big. The top corset shoulder piece is just a little
Overpowering.
Yeah.
Overpowering for her petite frame.
Yeah.
I can relate to that because I have a petite frame.
A very petite frame.
No, I see what you're saying. You're saying that it kind of looks like it's a little too big for her. To me, it looks like something she might have borrowed from Athena. And it also, the color choice, I love everything dripping in gold, but it's kind of not enough contrast there.
I would agree.
I think it's an expensive look. It's not my favorite look of Juicy's.
No.
I'm not mad at it, but I do see it does appear that it might have been constructed for someone of a different size.
The bottom portion, great. The top could have been changed. Maybe just take off that shoulder thing. I think the headpiece and that back piece too much, but the nails?
Oh. Thousands of dollars on the runway, and you like the nails. Well, let's see if the next one pleases you. Next, we've got Miss Nene Coco. Now, I thought this was clever, because what? Her titties have glasses.
Now from the front, she's giving me the singer from the Goofy movie.
The singer from the Goofy movie.
The night of the only. Very that. Powerline.
Oh, yes. I'm just going to say yes, but I have no idea what that means. I don't know Powerline.
See, I didn't know Cheryl Canning, and now you're being educated.
Carol Chan. Anyway, yeah, I think.
I still messed up her name?
Yes. Cheryl Canning.
Oh, my God. Cheryl.
How many cans did Cheryl can? Okay, no, this is.
It's great, though.
I think great use of fabric.
Yeah.
I love the idea. I'm not sure where the titty glasses come from, but
The back.
the bag.
And
The
the
back.
shoe.
The
Like, here
back.
you go. I learned from Sasha Velour when she hosted our Meet the Queens for season 10.
Correct.
She was in this very like bleeding garment. It was very and she said, you know, sometimes if you're short and you need to elongate yourself, wear a stripper platform shoe. That's fabulous.
But we don't want to see it.
But I don't want to see it also. I want the dress to hit the floor.
I agree, but not a bad look. Next we have Mikey Meeks. Gorgeous gown. Gorgeous gown.
The gown? Yes. I don't know who told her to put that little wire hanger
The coat
up
hanger
there.
she got caught up in.
It cheapened it for me.
Well, okay, let's just
And it
break
was like
down.
bent. It looked like it was like not, like if it's supposed to be like your universe. Here you go. Sailor Moon and that little like shwana. It was like, instead of, Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I have to agree with Michelle. There could have been a little more on it. Could have been a couple more rings around it.
Yeah.
It does seem a little wimpy by comparison. It might have been more festive and gorgeous in person.
Yeah.
But I believe it was Tiana Taylor who said the dress could stand alone. The dress
Very
is
true.
pretty
The
remarkable.
dress was gorgeous. Now, she had a split in the back that I did not care for either.
Well, what bothered me is that she had it pulled so tight. It looked like she had a little booty in the middle of her back. You need to put that little panel in there because I didn't like seeing the
Yeah,
skin
I do
squished.
agree.
But I thought it was a gorgeous
It
dress.
was, to me, she had the strongest dress of the collection.
And the strongest performance.
Yes.
Let's not get ahead of
Yes,
ourselves.
yes.
And finally, we've got
Chop.
Darlene Mitchell.
Chop.
I haven't even gotten her name
Chop.
out yet. You think it's a chop?
Respectfully, y'all
Well,
can drag me all
respectfully-
you want. I do not care. The hair is a no. It looked very old. Miss Mama's turned the corner, and Darlene, God bless you. Very happy on the 9 years, happy you in love and all of those things. Mama looked like she had just did a 3-hour drag brunch and then said, oh, time to hit the runway and didn't have time to powder.
So you're saying she's showing up for a dinner show with a brunch face?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of this look, so to speak. But for Darlene, this is glamour. And that's gonna sound so shady, but I mean, that's Darlene's version of glamour. So she's not a $50,000 in the hole debt
fine.
designer.
Here you go.
This is
The
what
coat-
she calls pretty.
The coat is right.
I like the coat.
The dress, I didn't like the slit in the back because then you can see that gold lining.
Yeah,
that
the lining
really
was a
didn't-
mismatch. Yes,
But
yes.
I think if things could have been changed, instead of this halter top, if we could have maybe did a heart-shaped something.
Okay.
Just something else to really, and I think if there was a little bit more volume structure in the sleeve so it stayed puffed.
A little draggier.
Just a little, give
I hear
me, you know.
I don't think the fault lies with the outfit so much as the hair color with the combo. I think this is the one time her blonde hair would have been gorgeous with it. I'm not a fan of that red in particular, and that's just me being picky.
I really didn't mind the color. It was just the styling of it. It just looked...
Look at the front of the wig.
That's why it looked bad.
The wig don't look like it wants to be there.
I will agree that the wig, I think the color was fine, but it's you know what it gave?
Tell me.
It gave, okay, all of my wigs are in a suitcase or whatever, and this is my last one, you know.
The last wig standing.
The last wig standing.
I see.
No shade.
I see.
When you turn the corner and you could see them Miss Frizzle boat shoes.
Not Miss Frizzle.
It's giving Miss Frizzle.
Not Miss Frizzle. Now, something that we don't normally see on Drag Race in particular is Ru getting emotional. Did you see that moment where she was feeling something when she was talking to Darlene?
I thought it was very powerful,
Yeah.
right? I think seeing yourself in someone younger and seeing the ability and the strength that they took to fight for themselves, fight for their life, because life is so precious. And how drug and substance abuse can remove and take so much. So I think seeing her vulnerable, seeing her tender, it is beautiful because, Mother Ru is kind of stoic. And so when you see her break that fourth wall and just get so I was there.
Yeah, get real.
It's really beautiful. And I also think for a younger generation, to not only see sobriety on someone who's successful and mature, but to see themselves in Darlene and go, if they can do it, I can too. I think that out of all of the stories that we hear on Drag Race of the oh this and the oh that is real and that is life-saving. And I think there are a lot of people that really need that today.
All right, Ru has made some decisions, and Mikey and Darlene for the win! Congratulations to Mikey and Darlene. What are your thoughts on that, Mo?
Truth?
Yes! No, lie to me.
Okay, I wish that Mikey, no shade, would have just snatched it.
Right.
But them winning together, great, and then also with Darlene being so vulnerable this episode, I think it really will hit a deep spot in Darlene to bop, bop, bop even more. So yeah.
Well, look, it's time for Juicy and Nene to lip sync for their lives to Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl by Chapel Roan. Are you familiar with Chapel Roan?
Yeah, I interviewed her.
What?
I interviewed her. Look, I got the girl before she had money.
Okay.
Okay, she was shopping at Debs.
Okay.
And Kohl's and things and, thrifting.
We've all been there.
Okay. But now the girl got coin.
Yes.
Okay.
Giving looks.
Giving looks. She was
Giving
giving
looks.
Greek goddess at the Grammys.
All right, Mo, as soon as this lip sync starts, we both started screaming because what? Juicy's got the outfit off, the reveal at the top. Nene's on the struggle bus because she can't change her outfit. How do you feel?
You don't give it away right away, especially if you've been in the bottom. Gag me into it. Make me feel like you are struggling or you don't know what you're gonna do in this upbeat song and this haute couture look. The song comes on and now you're taking off the costume right away? No! Chop!
Well, listen, you talked about the outfit being too big. Maybe it was holding her back.
But the song...
Maybe.
The song hadn't even did anything yet. You hadn't even hit the chorus
Well, maybe
yet.
in her mind, she said, this is my last chance to impress Ru
I'm
and
so
the
sorry.
judges.
We didn't know you had a reveal under that. right?
Yes.
So fake it. Like, you could
Okay,
play into
okay.
it, the theatrics of, you know, whatever. I don't know why I cut to the feeling is coming up right now. The trauma, the devil is a liar. We rebuke you. Satan, get away! Okay, so sorry. Ooh.
That's just gas, baby.
Ooh,
That's just
get out,
gas.
Get out, girl.
That's just
oh my gosh,
gas.
that really took me back. Oh, ooh, Jesus.
Medics.
Oh, please.
Medics.
I
We
need
don't
an
have medics
aspirin.
here. There ain't no medics here. You know what I would have loved? If Nene would have taken the glasses off her titties and then her titties could see.
She could have played with that a little bit more. Yeah, like that could have been fun.
Rue has made her decision. Nene Coco heads to the finale, which means the lip sync assassin of season 18 has finally been eliminated. Juicy is gone.
Yeah. I really do feel that she did a great job. I'm really proud of little sis.
She really did. She really did. Without
And she made it top 4. Like, that is a hard spot to get into. And look, if you can kick and cartwheel and do all the things to get there, then bitch, she beat all the other girls.
She was really great. She held her own. She knew her talent. She knew her abilities. She was not afraid to take advice from other people. And everybody else was really nurturing to her. So I gotta say, good run, bitch. Good run, Lil Juicy. Now, if you could teach that mother of yours at home how to be humble, maybe we'd have a different outcome. What were your thoughts on Juicy's exit line?
Didn't she hit the O.J. Simpson? If the bitch would have pulled out a glove, I would have screamed!
Yes, because what's the line?
If the glove don't fit, you gotta quit. Bitch,
Yes.
I would have, if she would have said whatever the O.J. Simpson line and just at least put on the glove.
That would have been good.
I
That
would
would have
have
been
lived. Ain't he dead too?
Yes.
Wow.
Remember he wrote that book? If I Did It?
If I did it.
Oh, this has been enjoyable. Well, Mo, thank you for joining me here on another episode of The Pit Stop, the only official recap show for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. And before you go, is there anything dramatic you want to start with?
I just want to say that I was a little nervous, to be honest.
Why were you nervous?
Because
We've done this before.
Never.
Oh, we didn't?
No.
Why did I think we did it before?
I don't know.
Oh, because, yeah.
But, you know, meeting you in Palm Springs, you were very sweet.
With my big back.
Yeah, you were petite then. It was the summertime. You had sweated. You were small.
So I was only big on TV.
Yeah, I'm telling you, in that blue shirt. Everybody go watch Bianca in that blue shirt. She was giving shoulders. She was giving man, girl.
That
you
sounds
was
like
giving...
a little children's book. Bianca in the blue shirt.
Yeah, you should write it.
Yeah, Nina West is probably writing it as we speak. Now, I do thank you for coming and spending time with me today. But before you go, let me ask you this. Who are you rooting for? Our top 3, we've got Darlene Mitchell, we've got Mikey, and of course we have Nene.
I'm voting for Mikey.
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 Mikey is your front runner. I think it's going to be between Mikey and Darlene for 2 different reasons. Mikey for being a badass, and Darlene for having Rue's little heart.
We ever had a queen win that made Rue cry?
I don't know.
No.
Well, you know what? If we ask anybody, Ginger Minger's gonna say it was her. Before you walk out of here, Mo, is there anything you'd like to plug?
Yes, you're no.
Oh. I don't know if my petite back can support you. Talk to your camera.
Everyone, please shop Mo Beauty at Mo Beauty Shop, and please shop Don't Touch Hair Co. by Mo Hart for wigs, lace, and more.
Yay! Well, thanks for watching. I'm Bianca Del Rio, and I will see you in 2 weeks to recap the grand finale of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. If you happen to have any questions, comments, or concerns till then, talk to a therapist. Bye! Do you get it as a burrito bowl, or do you get it as
a bowl.
A bowl, yeah. Cause
back in the day when you used to get the burrito, they used to like put hefty amounts of meat up there.
Yeah.
Now you're like, can you?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I see sometimes when they roll in that burrito, it's like so big.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit on it.
Hey there, it's Michelle Visage. Do you say yay for gay? Well then join me and subscribe to RuPaul's Drag Race YouTube channel.